Hey, this is Bronson. Thank you so much for that, for the request. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. You feel free to join my Patreon or my Cash App. Use that. PayPal is the best way to do it. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to as soon as I can. But this is for Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh from 2008, which I guess when the show ended a year later, they decided to do this. And I guess it was successful. It got about 8 million views. And Drake Bell and Josh Peck, they reunite. Josh looked a lot thinner than he did on the show. And this, listen, this isn't my kind of thing. These type of shows on Nickelodeon or similar type of shows like on Disney Kids, I did not grow up with these kind of shows when I was a kid or even in my teens. From a kid to like 1996, I had 4 channels, and the TV shows I would watch would be like Murphy Brown, Home Improvement, Bit of Family Matters, etc. If I did watch those kinds, I watched maybe a little bit of Saved by the Bell, but it's mostly cartoons, Ninja Turtles, Garfield, things of that nature. So this was definitely not in my wheelhouse. This was not in my, wasn't never on my bingo card, these kind of shows, let alone these kind of movies. And so I watch it. I don't have the nostalgia. I don't have the love for the characters and the way they act and how cartoonish and silly they are. I don't really care about Drake or Josh. I have no love for the characters. I don't give a rat's ass about what happens to them. So I'm really the wrong guy to talk about this, but I'll talk about it. This is a paid request. And I guess on the show, the last episode, it looked like Drake was going to have a successful music career. Don't know what the hell really happened with that. Their boss got married, and that was supposed to be a very happy event. But in this, she got divorced apparently in between, so the whole point of her getting married was pointless. Because, oh, she didn't marry, she didn't happy, and now she's divorced. And it's like, well, then what the fuck was the point of the whole a good chunk of that last episode? What a waste. I guess one of the thought process elements of this was, well, we got to do a Christmas special. Whoop-de-doo. So the parents go to the tropics, and every once in a while we see them having a terrible time, dealing with hurricanes, all sorts of stuff. Meanwhile, Drake and Josh, they're at home. The sister character, you can tell a lot has changed in the year because she's a lot taller. And with some of these some of this stuff, there's always these weird things that now we know how scummy a lot of the people behind the scenes in Nickelodeon were. It makes you question certain things. Like one asked someone how to rank their sister from 1 to 10 in terms of hotness. Listen, I don't know about you, but they ain't no siblings I'm going to rank on their hotness. I don't care what you ask me or what you pay me or what you dare me to. In fact, I'll probably kick you in the nuts for asking me in the first place. That's what you should have done. So you have little hijinks happen. Megan, the sister, cuts this snowman balloon, and Josh is freaked out, so he runs. And there's this wide shot where he's like going away from the camera down the not yellow brick road into the city chasing the balloon, but it's like really bad green screen of the CG of the cityscape. It's like a bad green screen shot. I don't know how else you want to put it. It was a bad shot. It looked like shit. Drake, he dresses up as Santa at the mall, And even though there's kids right in front of them, he starts making out with a girl there. Which again is like, okay, you don't teach these kids about sex? Doing damn tonsil hockey in front of all the kids? At least Billy Bob Thornton just pissed himself in front of them. It wasn't make. He had sex, but not in front of the kids. Here you're ready to do it to it. One thing leads to another. Oh yeah, that's also the scene where after he does that and the lady leaves, there's another lady, but she's a fat, ugly lady. At least that's what they make her out to be, the purpose of it. Where she assaults him, and so he runs away. Now, I guess I try to put joke and gag at the same time. The jag. The dad is. I guess she's. Because of her looks, he freaks out. Because if she was the other girl and was forceful, I think he'd be fine with it. But so now you have fat shaming and all this other shaming. Although, I mean, I don't want anyone assaulting me either. At least ask for permission first, and then you can suck my dick. But he runs off. You have some Drake singing that I don't give a rat's ass about his singing. If you do, cool. While it's happening, Josh is over here, and some people flip a table. I don't know, maybe because their butt plug wasn't inserted the right way. Maybe the batteries ran out in their butt plugs. So they're starting all the trouble, but the cops come and arrest Josh. I'm surprised Josh wasn't black. You know? So Josh gets arrested for nothing. He didn't do anything. And then they put him in handcuffs and they push his ass off a roof where he falls into a car and they chase him and then they arrest him some more. And I'm like, what's the charges? I would love to hear what the charges were. What's the evidence? Talk about another movie to say, fuck the police. The police suck. So they arrest him for no damn reason. What the hell you arrest him for? Not even jaywalking. What happens if he got thrown out of a car? Charger jaywalking? I got thrown out of a fucking window. To him, he stood there while someone else flipped a table. You pushed him off a roof. He could sue you. That's what should have happened. He should have sued. It's like this one Instagram thing I saw where a guy was literally just sitting on a bench watching the sunset. And these cops come up and go, what's the deal here? Just watching the sunset. Let me see your ID. I'm not showing you my ID. Sir, we've had suspicious activity. I'm just watching the sunset, dude. Sir, which, by the way, it's one thing if they have a warrant to come into your home. But if you're just doing nothing, yeah, I mean, you can answer the question, sure. But it's like you're not forced to show ID when you've done nothing wrong. And I think eventually that guy got arrested, but then he sued, and I think he got like $30,000 or something. Could be wrong on that. That's what Josh should have done. Sued. Would have gotten $30,000. Fuck, he got pushed off a roof. He would have gotten more. At least double that. That's what it should have been. About Merry Christmas sewage. That's a suing all the way. The cops have shitty underwear because they shit themselves. And it smells like a sewer. But, you know, that wouldn't be a Merry for Merry Christmas, I guess. But getting arrested and pushed off roofs and going to jail and Timbo Slice, the MMA guys, ready to punk. I don't pay, I don't punk. Ready to punk him. That's the Christmas spirit. Getting butt-fucked by someone like Timbo Slice. There's the Christmas spirit. His Yule log lodged in your Christmas tree. Wanting to sing jingle bells in your sleep while you're face down on his bed. But Timbo Slice, which I know he passed away, he wasn't the best fighter, but he was definitely a guy that stood out because of his look, his beard. Kind of had the James Harden beard, but muscle body. I know he popped up in Blood and Bone with Michael Jai White. Might have popped up in a few other movies. I mean, it was nice to see him in there. But eventually they become friends. Drake, I forget how it worked, but Drake comes across this girl, I think because he's Santa, and she's like, I want a Christmas. I want the best Christmas ever. I'm like, mind your own business, kid. But no, seriously. Something leads to another, and he gives a promise or something, so he tries to get Josh out of prison. I'm like, yeah, get him out of prison because he didn't do anything wrong. No, instead, I swear there's a point where he fucking just teleports. I swear Drake just teleports. Maybe I'm just seeing things. And he gets Josh out of prison, but they get caught pretty soon. And the judge comes up and goes, well, you gave a promise to this girl, so here's the deal. You gotta give this little girl the best Christmas ever, and they'll vote. And if they vote they did, you're free. If not, you go back to prison. I'm like, is that how the law works? Is that how it works? Well, you made a promise to this little girl, so, I know you escaped prison and then whatever the hell reason you were in jail in the first place. But if you make this girl the best Christmas ever, if only the law works in that way in this thing called reality. So the girl has others. It's a foster family of like 5. You have the little girl, and needs to mind her own damn business. You have the older jerkwad, who's a jerkwad. You have the foreign kid, and it's funny because he don't speak English. This is funny. And then the other 2, one is a kid who thinks he's funny. I think Trey. But he just says stupid stuff like, what's the deal with paper cuts? What are you, Jerry Seinfeld? What's the deal with paper cuts? What? Or, I love how glass sounds when you knock on it. What if I knocked you in the face? You like the sound of that? Hello, McFly. Think, McFly. Think about that. I do that to you. Knock, knock, open up the doors. Will. I go to give it to you. This parole guy keeps giving them crap and doing stupid stuff and doing BS stuff and giving them a hard time, giving them harder and harder and harder of a time. Because you kind of found this parole guy, he hates Christmas. That's why he's giving them a hard time. He hates Christmas because when he was a kid, he got a baby chimp. Which I'd like to know how the fuck he got a baby chimp for Christmas. Now, how the hell did that work? Because I'd like to blame the parents. Like, what did they expect? Have you not seen Get Out? Well, Get Out, fuck. Nope. Apparently, I haven't seen Get Out in a while. I fucked up the wrong Jordan Peele movie. I mean, you ever seen Nope? Probably Nope for people. Yeah, go watch Nope. Go watch Link. Go watch Shakma. Especially Shakma. That's an underrated one. Go watch Shakma. Don't fuck with apes. And chimps. They don't like Project X. But, like, what was this family? Like, hey, I'm going to have the time, the money, and the ineptitude to gift you a baby chimpanzee. Or monkey, whatever the... I forget which monkey it was. I think it was a chimp. I forget what monkey it was. Or ape it was. Either way, what did the parent expect? Shits and giggles? So, of course, the monkey beats the hell out of him and pisses on him. I would blame the parents for being stupid to give you that gift. Hey, say, hey, kid, let's give you a crocodile. Oh, it bit your leg off? Those are the shits. Sometimes it happens. And Drake and Josh try to do stuff like they try to get a tree, but it's a crap tree that looks like a shelf or something. So yeah, I think it was some ape or monkey, and then he's given a baby chimp. That's what it was. It was a monkey for Christmas that pissed and beat him up, and he got a baby chimp. That's right, he got a baby chimp for Christmas. So Drake and Josh try to do this last thing where they get a wood chipper and they're going to try to chop ice and give snow because the little girl wants snow. I don't know, buy her a fucking snow globe then. But they screw it up, so it literally shoots out ice that would cut your fucking head off. It's shooting out ice projectiles that destroys everything. It destroys windows, it destroys the sidings, it destroys the roofs, it destroys everything. So literally, they destroy everything. They knock themselves out, and then they wake up. The kids vote yes. We had a great Christmas. I'm sitting there going, why? Because you almost died. Because your moms, dads, whatever the hell's, are gonna have to pay a ton to fix this all up that got destroyed. Hey, you blew up half the house with you massacred and. Let me tell you something. If someone had ice and they broke all these windows and the sidings, I would not be giving them a yes, I had the best Christmas ever. I'm going to give them a punch in the face and multiple punches in the face until they pay me with their money or their life or their soul. So it'll be one of the three things. And trust me, you don't want to be the other two. So just give me the money. But no, because it needs a happy ending. Yes, we had the best Christmas. I'm saying they don't know why. Because the strip said so. I mean, it didn't further the characters of Drake and Josh. It didn't really feel like it followed the finale of the show. Because again, the wedding, oh, now the lady's divorced. Drake, you see him seen one time, but it's not really about his career or anything. Josh seems like he's gone nowhere. I don't even think the girlfriends are really in this episode. I mean, Drake kisses a girl, is chased by a fat girl, but that's it. I mean, I don't have no problem with doing Christmas specials. Hell, I still remember my aunt would send us videotapes of Elf, the alien from Melmac, because we didn't have NBC, but so our aunt would send us tapes of the show. I remember the Christmas special of that, where this little girl, an elf, pretends to be a toy, and then they bond. And then he kind of gets the notion that she more than likely will not have another Christmas because she's dying. So he says goodbye to her, and there's like a tear. And I'm like, a fucking sitcom about a alien starring a puppet had more of a memorable, emotional Christmas special. There's nothing noteworthy emotional about this. Okay, it's supposed to be silly and goofy. I guess that's, par for the course for Drake and Josh. I just don't find the characters that endearing. I don't find the humor that funny. I would say none of it makes sense, but it's one of those shows that, of course, people say, well, it's not supposed to make sense. Okay, maybe I'll give you that. But yeah, it's not my kind of thing. So, and it felt long. It felt long, at least to me. But if people like it, that's fine. It just ain't for me. Ain't for me. Take care. So long. Again, nowadays, when you think of Drake and Josh, you think of the Nickelodeon stuff and what happened with Drake Bell and what was Brian Peck, what he did to him. I guess he came back because maybe the money was good or something. I'd be one to go as far away as possible from this, but if that happened to him, I would go far the fuck away as possible, but Maybe the money was good. I don't know. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks once again to Bronson. Take care. Bye-bye.